we'd like to tell you things your doctor and the medical industry never did. The single secret into the workings of the human body and its endocrine system, which proves that defeating type 2 diabetes is possible and has been possible for the last 100 years. This secret that has over 120 clinical studies behind it, none of them covered in any major newspaper and not taught in medical school. It effectively treats the source of diabetes that made you a diabetic in the first place. The results you see here are so spectacular, so outside the box, that most people are amazed at how quickly they see results, primarily because this approach attacks diabetes at the root, an approach not used in current modern medical treatments like drugs and insulin injections that simply treat symptoms, which has you shackled to prescription drugs and insulin injections for life, being dependent on them, a prisoner in your own body. Before I share this secret with you, let me tell you an amazing story that was recently featured by the world-famous Dr. Oz. Rocco Wackman of Scottsdale, Arizona was overweight, diabetic, and had the heart of an 85-year-old while being only in his 50s. In just 28 days, Rocco completely reversed his type 2 diabetes, got rid of his hypertension, acid reflux, successfully reduced the plaque on his arteries, came off his cholesterol and diabetes medication completely, and did all this just by changing his diet in a specific way, which Dr. Michael Roizen, the chief medical consultant for the Dr. Oz Show, called doable for everyone. In a few minutes, I will reveal how Rocco completely reversed his type 2 diabetes. Dr. Oz himself even stated that 90% of type 2 diabetics can reverse their problem. 90% of diabetics, free of their disease. That is over 200 million people that could be free of this crippling disease. The method is so simple, yet so powerful. You're going to want to watch this presentation until the end and discover it for yourself. And trust me, I know how you may be feeling right now. My father was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes when I was a teenager. But what happened next just didn't seem fair. He took his prescribed medication. He took his insulin. He even improved his diet and exercised. He did everything his doctor told him and more. Yet despite his best efforts, his foot was amputated. He could no longer go fishing with us nor play catch with me like he used to, and his diabetes kept getting worse until he died at the age of 65. I couldn't understand it. If he was taking all his prescribed medication, insulin, pills, eating diets recommended by his doctor, daily exercise, why did he still have to die? Why did our medical system fail him and millions of other diabetics across the world? Something changed inside me the day he died. I knew I had to do something as I couldn't watch another person die of this disease. This was one of the main reasons I became a doctor. I wanted to help stop this disease. After medical school, I spent 2 decades with my research team struggling to find a cure for diabetes. We researched insulin production, pancreas problems, glucose absorption methods, but all in vain. See, the problem was that we were following the mainstream medical methods of trying to cure diabetes. We were attacking it completely from the wrong angle. And I only discovered this after I joined the doctors at the International Council for Truth in Medicine. And together we embarked on a mission, poured over thousands of scientific studies and research papers, worked with hundreds of doctors, researchers, and medical professionals. And you know what? After 10 full years of analyzing, verifying, and testing this information, we discovered the truth, the covered up, suppressed, and hidden truth. We discovered a method so powerful, it begins reversing type 2 diabetes the moment you start, by attacking diabetes at the root. It begins healing your pancreas, fixing your insulin problems, normalizing blood sugar, and restoring your health. We want to share it with you today, so you can be free of type 2 diabetes, free of the drugs, pills, and injections, free of the crippling fear and worry, and start living your life beginning today. We came to learn that there is a scary process which destroys your pancreas and turns off your blood sugar metabolism, activating your diabetes, dooming you to a life of pain, suffering, and early death. A process which Time magazine called the secret killer. It is the culprit behind most diseases actually, and along with a lack of nutrients and key compounds, if you do not get this process under control within your body, it will be virtually impossible to reverse your type 2 diabetes. And I want to share with you exactly how to stop this process, dead in its tracks, right now. Ever wondered why diabetics have such high rates of heart disease, heart attacks, cancer, high cholesterol, blindness, arthritis, and neuropathy? One word: inflammation. Just recently, February 2015, scientists and researchers at the University of California, San Diego proved that type 2 diabetes is caused by a tiny molecule. They discovered that an inflammatory molecule called LTB4 causes insulin resistance. And what does insulin resistance lead to? High blood sugar and diabetes. And there you have it, the root cause of diabetes? Not exactly. We have to go back just a little bit further. We need to find out what causes inflammation and how to stop it. This, my friends, is the Holy Grail, the one thing that has been hidden, suppressed, and kept secret, the answer to your diabetes. So what is it? The secret is in the food you eat, or more importantly, not eat. It has nothing to do with your genetics, your age, gender, family history, or anything else. Scientists discovered that many of the foods we eat every single day cause serious chronic inflammation that leads to insulin resistance and high blood sugar, among many other health problems. What's most shocking is that diabetes diets recommended by doctors, even ones recommended by all the diabetes associations, have recently been proven to actually raise blood sugar and harm your pancreas. That's why you still need to take your diabetes medication and insulin when trying to follow their crazy diets. But you don't need to diet. Dieting doesn't work. You simply need to eat less of certain harmful foods while substituting diabetes-busting superfoods. As soon as you start attacking inflammation, your blood sugar will begin normalizing, your pancreas will begin healing, and neuropathy pain will vanish. Best of all, your doctor will have to take you off your medication and injections, as you simply won't need them anymore. Scientists and researchers from all over the world have proven these findings in countless studies. Here are some of the most remarkable results. It's what you deserve. Click the button below, fill out the form on the next page, and let the good side of your life begin. Make your decision quick, because every day you wait, your diabetes gets worse. Take action right now.